Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome to my savings, budgeting, and YouTube journey. I am here to represent the hardworking, low-income single parents. On this channel, I experiment with different budgeting styles, savings goals, and I share the strategies I learn as I go. So if that sounds interesting at all to you, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to follow my journey. Okay, so today we are doing our pre-payday prep. So what this means is it's a couple days, the day before payday, whenever you decide to do it. This is actually the day before payday for me, so I know exactly how much my rollover is going to be, meaning how much I have left in the bank account that is going to roll over into our next paycheck. So those are going to be combined. So I know exactly how much that's going to be. So we're here to do our budget breakdown. Yeah, so I'm going to show you where I intend to put every dollar of that. I am a zero-based budgeter, which means I just have a place for every single dollar to go. It's better to plan it out that way. For me, it's been working thus far, so I'm going to keep doing it that way. So let me show you the budget. Let's do it. We're going to do it together, actually. So I decided I'm going to leave these budgets in here, this new little notebook that I have. For now, okay, that's a good decision for now. This was our April monthly projection. I just added, where I want everything to go. So you'll see like my fixed expenses. Make sure you just take a look at the April monthly budget. That's just the easiest way to say it. Take a look at that monthly budget video. I've separated them into categories. I actually did this before I plugged them into my budget planner because it's already all set in my budget planner. It looks exactly like this in there. And that's just so that I can tell how much I'm spending in each of these categories. This will be something kind of new for me. Usually I just do this at my closeout, but I figure if I do it before the month starts, I can get a better look at what I plan to spend. And then at the end of the month, I can look at what I actually spent. So that's what that setup is for. So I'm probably going to do the same thing with these paycheck budgets. So now that I have the monthly planner in here, it only has one budget sheet for each month, and that's for the monthly budget. So my paycheck budgets, I'm still going to map out for you guys on paper because I still do want to do both. I think maybe in a couple months I will expire one of these options, but for the next couple months, maybe until June, we're still going to do both. Okay, so I'm calling this the flow budget because this is the one I'm going to map out. So we're starting with a balance of $3,027. We already know ahead of time we have a hair appointment, so I know to put the $205 from her envelope to the bank. Actually, a portion of her savings is already in the bank, so we're going to use that. So I want to add that to the income. Otherwise, there would be no way to pay for it. So I want to make sure my starting income is correct. The paycheck ended up being $1,577. So we estimated that it would be $1,475. So we are very happy that it ended up being $1,577. So yay, somebody. Very happy. All right, and then the rollover we had, so the money that's still in the bank account tonight, that's going to be there tomorrow morning, is $1,245. That's because a lot of the bills just have not come out. So we'll make sure we account for those in this budget because they're still going to come out. And I don't want to overdraft thinking that I have that money for something else when really it's for bills. All right, so I'm going to use my budget cheat sheet. So we're starting with, I'll start down here, 3027. That's the starting balance. We are, normally I don't include the rollover balance because I don't know what it is. And I usually do these paycheck budgets like days in advance. Didn't get around to it this time. So it actually works out. I mean, because I know exactly how much my rollover is going to be. I don't have to readjust my budget again. So I might start doing these all together the night before payday. So 3027 is what we're starting with. The first thing that comes out every pay period is going to be the $150 for my automatic savings. So that comes off of the top automatically and goes to 3 separate savings accounts. We'll just do that here. That's auto savings. So this is $150. I guess I don't need to write the amount again because it's clearly there. $100 goes into the, nope, we changed that. See, I'm so used to saying $100. So now that my paychecks are, now that some of the expenses are a little bit more expensive than they used to be, I'm putting less into the emergency fund. $75 in the emergency fund, $50 goes to my daughter's savings, and $25 goes to the car note savings. I'm trying to make this more simple for myself and for you guys. All right, let's see how much that leaves us with. That leaves us with $28.77. Okay, the next thing that's going to come out is the fixed expenses. So for paycheck A, we've already done the outline of that. So we've already got that prepped and ready to go. So this one's a little bit different because this time I'm including the rollover, so I have to subtract the buffers. So the buffers are just money that I have in my 2 bank accounts that is a cushion for in case I ever go over budget or something comes out that I didn't expect, which has happened. That brings us down to $26.77. Okay, next thing that comes out is fixed expenses. So now we're on to the fixed expenses. We already know for paycheck A what we have to spend. I'm gonna put this to the side because it's just gonna get confusing. I've already totaled it up. I know that my expenses add up to $15.77, and I'll give you the breakdown of what those include. All right, so these fixed expenses include the rollover mortgage, because that didn't come out, $884. Explained in my closeout that the mortgage, there's been a glitch with my mortgage company's website. I'm paying it and then it's showing that I didn't, so I have to go in again and do it. So I'm monitoring it every day to make sure it still says pending so it comes out, because then we're half of the May mortgage is $445. Allowance, usually I do this the other way, it's $20. Utilities, we're budgeting $140. Phone is $60. And then we have Amazon, which is $8. So that should amount to $15.77. $15.57. I was wrong. Okay, so this amounts to $15.57. Okay, $26.77 minus $15.57. So it leaves us with $11.20 left. Next thing that comes out is debt. So for debt, I already know I'm gonna spend $232. I'm kind of glad I did this part off camera because it would have got confusing. So for the debt, the rollover, and included in that rollover balance is the $30 for the birth certificate that never came out. $30 is going to pay student loans. $50 is going to go to Discover. And that $122 is also rollover in the rollover balance. Old Navy still hasn't come out. So this amounts to $232. Perfect. Leaves us with a balance of $888. Next thing that's going to come out is the variable expenses. So the variable expenses, I'm going to put a little bit more because of the rollover. We had a few dollars left, I think like $10 exactly. So we're going to put actually $510 for variable expenses, and I'll show you why. So in the variables is usually just, well, for this month, grocery, gas, and home. Those are what are usually going to be going in the variable expense bank account. But we're also going to add in her hair appointment money, because I'll pay that with the debit card. So for groceries, we're giving $210. Gas is going to be $50 for this pay period. Home is going to get $45, and child's beauty is going to get that $205 from the sinking fund. So we already plan to use that. Yep, so that's the $510. Leaves us with $378. Okay. This method is a little bit different than I usually use. So let me know if this works out better for you guys to understand, or if it's not as good. If you like the other way with more detail, better. Okay, the $378 is what's left. So for the cash envelopes, we're going to take out $200 in cash. So the rest of this is going to be in cash. For the cash envelopes, we have personal, which is going to get 55. Entertainment is going to get $40. Dining, we're going back to that. It's going to get 60. Pet is going to get 15. Health, these were not previously in cash envelopes that I keep in my wallet, but they will be now. And miscellaneous gets 20. So health 10, miscellaneous 20. That should amount to $200. Yep, it does. So that should leave us with 178. Okay, I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like to have health and miscellaneous in cash envelopes. Not health and miscellaneous, health and pet in the cash envelopes. So this 178, the last thing is going to go to sinking funds and savings challenges. All right, and that's going to zero us out. Okay, sinking funds and savings challenges. What are we contributing for those? I want to do my priority ones first, since this is the next category. My priority one is her beauty. So 25 for child's beauty. Home maintenance is getting $10 every time. Her clothes is getting $15. I feel like I'm going to run out of room right here. Home goals gets 15 every pay period. And Christmas gets 10 every pay period. But I'm actually going to give Christmas $20 this time. Okay. Also, we're going to put, since we have some more money left, let's see what we have left. We've got $93 left. All right, so the extra sinking funds, birthday is gonna get 15. Family fun is getting 15. Gift is getting 5. School gets 15, and that should finish up school. I'm just gonna put a little asterisk so I know that should finish up school for, you know, my planned budget for it. $5 is gonna go into that old parking bill. Car maintenance is gonna get $10, and that's in my transportation binder. That's not the emergency car maintenance. Mom shopping is gonna get $4. So I'm gonna give myself some money in this paycheck because I feel like I don't give myself enough money, and I'm gonna start pulling from other sinking funds if I don't start doing it. So $5 is gonna go to Mom Beauty. My daughter's miscellaneous fund is gonna get some money. So that's an envelope for her to just, you know, play money or things that pop up for her. Miscellaneous savings. So I did say that I'm getting rid of the Always Fund. I'm getting rid of that orange binder. I'm gonna move over the that miscellaneous deposit envelope that I have in there. It's gonna be now called miscellaneous savings. And I want to move that to our home binder. So you'll see that when I do a cash stuffing. And then the balance should be $4 to go to that $1 challenge. So it starts with 178. Yay! All right, that zeroes out. So we are now down to a zero-based budget. And that's it. That's all. That's a quick version of the budget. If you do want to see more detailed budgets, make sure you take a look at our pre-payday prep playlist. I usually give a full breakdown one by one, show you, you know, where my brain is getting these numbers from, why I'm deciding what I'm spending or what I'm saving. And you'll see that here. This is an example of my sinking funds savings tracker. This was from March, But these balances show me how much I have currently in each of the envelopes. I just have to roll that over to the April one. But that's how I know how much I want to put in each. For example, this $4 in Mom Shop. It's a weird number because right now in Mom Shop I have $36, and I kind of like to have round numbers. Doesn't always happen that way, but when possible, I do like to have it that way. So that's why. So the only thing I have to do left to prepare for payday is to prepare my withdrawal sheet. Now, this is Paycheck A. Ignore that. It's going to be April 10th. All right, so this is going to show me how much I'm putting in my cash wallets. I'm actually excited to go back to cash. So this is going to be my cash wallets. I'll have to change some of these wording because we're moving some things around. And this is where my sinking funds and savings challenges will come out of. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to have enough room for that. So let me see if I got a better sheet. All right, I found one of my newer sheets. So hopefully there's enough on here for our sinking funds and stuff. All right, so we're gonna change what we're taking out in variable funds. So our cash envelopes, let's just rename that for my own purposes. Can't even see it. I ran out of whiteout, so that won't help. So personal, let's change this to health. And let's change this to pet because we're not taking that out anymore. All right, I think that's it. So cash envelopes, we're taking out $200. $55 is coming out of personal. Jeez Louise. 55. Health is getting 10. Pet 15. All right, so that's gonna be $200. Just gonna write in all the amounts first. Actually, do I even need to write these out? I feel like I just need the totals. I don't know, it might help when I'm cash stuffing though, we'll see. All right, yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna break down what I want the cash to come out as. So that way I have enough to put in the individual envelopes. If I take out just one lump sum, like if I take out $100 bill, I won't have $15 to put in one envelope, 10 to put in another. So I want to keep them in their own separate envelopes. So that's why we do the cash breakdown. So this total should be $178 plus the cash envelopes. It should be $378. We're taking out total. Okay. So these I like to break up usually, but we're going to keep it simple this time. So we're going to put, nope, I like to break them up. And then these I keep very simple and, you know, as condensed as possible. Okay, so, and then you just add them up. So for the ones, we have 18 ones, and that's $18. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fives. 6, I should know that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10s, I know that one. 120, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20s, $180. All right, let's see if this adds up to 378, 18, 60, 120 plus 180. It does. Okay, it never happens that way for me, so I'm excited. All right, that is it. So we have the paycheck budget set out for the 10th. And I also, the next thing that I did here, like I said, I already did my budget. I wrote out the category budget for the paycheck. So I already know how much I want to spend in each of these categories based on the numbers that we just did in this paycheck. So we just kind of moved it over, categorized it, and made it more succinct to, see how much we want to save and how much we want to spend. For budgeted expenses, that's what I wanted to put in here. We're budgeting expenses to be the 3027 minus how much we plan on saving. Yeah, see, that's the hard part about the starting balance being rollover being in there. That's what messes me up. 3027 minus 328 minus 200 minus, oh, that's it. So budgeted expenses is $24.99. Budgeted savings, again, we're a zero-based budget, so this should add up together to $30.27, and it does. Okay, so that's how much it should be, but we're gonna see what the actual expenses are and the actual savings at the end of the month. Okay. All right, that's it for me today. Finally, we're done. Thanks for watching. I want you to always remember it is about progression and not about perfection. Thanks for watching and happy saving. Bye.